Hi Sag, welcome to your June Love 2018 reading. I hope you're well. I'm Eriu and welcome to Eriu Tarot readings. To my old subscribers, I'm really sorry I couldn't get to you the last few months. Stuff is changing and moving and I have to kind of dedicate myself a little bit more to that. And I hate the fact that I don't have consistency with this channel. So I do apologise, but thank you for coming back. And hopefully this reading will help you. And to my new subscribers, you're very, very welcome. And also to my cross watchers, who I get a lot of, you're also very, very welcome. So this is your love reading. We're going to figure out what's going on for you in June, Sag, okay? If this video doesn't work for you, doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. What I'll say to you is check out your moon and your rising sign videos as well, okay? This is for couples and singles. We are non-gender specific, whatever your sexual preference is, all right? Okay, this way. Right. So we're going to check out your recent past as well and just see what's going on with you, okay? So you can see that. Yes. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah. Ooh. Oops. Ooh. Oh. Okay. What's going on? What is going on, Sag? Sure you can see this. Oh, interesting. Right. So, let me just check out your recent past. This is interesting. It's funny looking. Okay, so what's going on for you? This is interesting, right? So we're going to look at your top line. This is your recent past, but I actually don't feel like it's a recent past. I feel like it's a past, if that makes sense. So a few months, more than that, a few years. Right, whoever this person was in your past, I'm gonna put them in the past because that's where they feel like they are. Could have been a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Also could have been a fire sign. Or a Capricorn, but I feel more water. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be any of those signs, just somebody that embodies those water-like traits, which is someone who's very intuitive, very open with their emotions. Some people say they cry quite easily, have a lot of empathy, but don't always feel emotionally stable to you, okay? So it's interesting to see here is that you and this other person like splitsies, like just turned your backs on each other on whatever this relationship was, and I feel like it was a relationship for your own reasons. No, okay. Oh, it's pulling me two ways. Hold on. Right, so I mean, it's interesting because you both kind of had this love for one another that never really properly grew, if that makes sense. This is a love that was not given time to grow, but at the same time it wasn't meant to. It's very sweet, whatever this is. You and this other person in your past, whoever this was, turned your back on each other, turned your back on the notion of love between the two of you, okay? Here's you, here's them. Now, but this was very important. I don't see any love lost. I'm not saying that you disrespect the other person or they disrespect you. I kind of feel like you just went, it's quits. Let's call it quits. Let's call it a day. Either you don't really speak to this person anymore, or there wasn't a lot of communication in regards to the ending of this, because you're both very quiet to me. And this person took their cup and then you took your rod and you were like, see you later. Now, this was really important for your growth. God, this is a while back. This isn't just recent. 3 or 4 years even. It was really important for your growth because you couldn't grow the way you needed to within yourself if you had stayed in this relationship, and they equally were the exact same. They couldn't grow in ways that they needed to in this relationship. It's done and dusted. I don't really know why it's come up. Maybe it's because some of you may think of this person every now and again. Maybe their birthday is coming up. Maybe they are a Cancer and they're coming into July. You're just kind of thinking about them. But I don't feel like you're really hung up on this. Like, meh. Whatever. Yeah, meh. Like, they're nice, they're lovely, but meh. It was important for you to come out of this. Why? Because you've got a major arcana. From what I can see, which I can, it is only this major arcana that you have in this reading. Hopefully your overall energy may be a major arcana as well. And this is the Magician card. This is about you coming into your own. This is about being the alchemist. This is about creating a life for yourself, in some ways on a very practical level, but also testing out different things to see what works for you. So Sag, whatever you've been doing or you were doing after this particular relationship, excuse me, It's saying that, okay, sorry. Okay, I'm hearing like all the little fuck ups, all the little things you thought you shouldn't have done, all the little things that you're really happy you did. That was all you kind of mixing the potions of life and figuring out what works for you and what doesn't. It's not just about the experience, it's actually learning about your inner self. You hear what I'm saying? Your inner dialogue, your do's and your don'ts, your will and your wants, right? That's what it was. But it's really empowering, especially this card. This is about knowing every single department of your life, every single section, and understanding it well, how it flows in and out of one another, and how you can best utilize it, and just being kind of the master of your craft in that way. You know, we could put this down to career, but because the love reading, I'm going to say this is about you mastering your emotions and your insecurities, and maybe even some of you may have a jealous streak, whatever, and this is about kind of understanding that, like, look, this is part of me, this is who I am, and I'm working on the things that I want to be better, and I'm happy with the things that are good. The same with this other person. They've the Nine of Cups. They needed to be, if I'm very honest, a lot more emotionally fulfilled excuse me, than what you were giving them, or what you could give at the time, because maybe you hadn't developed that yet. But they've really come into their own, and I feel like this person is, and I hope I don't upset anyone by saying this, but this person still does have a lot of options in regards to love, and maybe they just wanted to spread their wings a little bit more in regards to that sort of emotional fulfillment, whereas you're like, nah, like I'm good by myself. Like, I don't need external validation in order to feel fulfilled. And I kind of feel like this person, whoever they are, whether or not they'll ever choose to admit it or not, whether you see it or choose to admit it or not, they need a lot of that. They actually need a lot of emotional attention from people, and you don't need that. You're kind of a warrior in that sense. You don't need that. It's interesting. Why is this here? Hold on. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, it's coming up because you have a new love interest, or a new romantic beginning. New romance. New beginning in love. I know I've put it over these two, and it could technically mean, yes, these two are coming back together, but I'm going to say no. I'm just wondering why something of such historical past, like your past, why is it so present here for you when realistically you're not even interested? I feel the lack of interest. Well, as I said, Ace of Rods, new beginnings in love. Someone has stirred your romantic feelings, and that's good. And maybe you're just kind of looking back and going, oh, the last time I kind of felt somewhat like this, or that something was as promising, was probably during this relationship or whatever, okay? But it's nice. That's nice that that's coming in. And it's nice it's coming in for the summer months. Now, where you're at currently, you've got Two of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Some Saggis may have a lot of earth in their chart. Two of Cups, all right. So this kind of pushes in and ties in with this. I'm kind of glad this bad boy came out. This is Two of Cups. This is about you meeting someone that gets it. This is about you meeting someone that gets your vibe. Yes, they're different to you in many ways, possibly, but the general foundation is there. And this is about wanting to spend time with someone, wanting to get to know someone. Like a click, yeah? It's just kind of like, this feels familiar, but in a nice way. And there's some sort of feeling comfortable here, but not in a negative way. I think people think once you're comfortable, it's negative. It's like not. That sort of connection may not always need to be spoken. Sometimes it's just being around that person and their general vibe. And that's what's going on here for you. But you really see them, is what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. So you really see them. And I think she's interesting because she's never really backed off for me. She's backing off a little. She's pulling out of the card, which is interesting. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It doesn't matter. Whoever your preference is in your romantic life, this is them. Now, what's going on, Saggy, with you? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you holding on to things? I feel like you don't want to reveal all your cards just yet. And you're like, no, do you know what? I'm just going to keep this to myself. I'm not going to really say this. No, I think I'll just be a bit quieter. No, I won't reveal that. God, no. God, I won't let them know that. There's something up here. These two cards are tying in for me. And you're either going to start rejecting this, or you're seesawing in between the yeses and the nos, the pros and the cons of what this could be. Now, this person is picking up on your energy, and that's why I've never felt this person pull out of the card, out of frame before, but I feel it. You were moving towards them, and then they started to feel this energy of uncertainty, and then you were like, no. That's as much as I'm willing to show. When the Four of Pentacles comes up, it's about keeping yourself to yourself, which can be good in certain circumstances, but in this I'm like, Saggy, why? Because then you go into the Eight of Pentacles and you're like, do you know what, I'm just going to keep working. It's fine. I'm going to keep working. I'm just going to forget about this. Oh, look, it's gone. Oh, look, here I am, very busy again. I'm so busy. I just have many things to do. I have many things to do. I can't be dealing with this. And I'm like, what are you doing? Stop that. Quit it, Sag. You know what? Honestly, quit the bullshit. As much as I love you guys, like, honestly, cut the crap, right? I have to say that to you. If you're not doing this and you're reciprocating where you're moving forward, lovely. But if you are purposely trying to put like a cloak over this and pull the curtain so that you don't really have to get overly preoccupied with this thing, maybe a lot of it's on your minds, but I feel like you're trying to be very practical about things. And instead of really going, okay, let's kind of keep this energy moving, you're going, oh yeah, so I just got to keep myself to myself, and I'm just going to keep working on things and myself. That's great. The amazing thing is, being a person, a human, and of free will, is that you can work on yourself while working through something else as well. People always feel like they need to drop something in order to get back to who they are or get to know themselves now. And excuse me, yes, at times that is important that you do that. Normally after a great grief or great struggle, but I'm not feeling that. That's gone. So I'm like, why are you deciding to move away? It's interesting to me because then all of a sudden you go, and you have the Ten of Cups and then the Four of Cups. You have two lovely, actually you have three lovely love cards here. So I'm like, what is going on? Because Ten of Cups is like complete emotional fulfillment and happiness in a romantic sense. Like, it's just a beautiful card to have. Like, look, the cup runneth over, and there's just so much love here. But and look, do you see, this isn't just coinky dink. They're looking at each other. They have two cups. They're offering the cup to one another, and then they get closer. They put down the cup, they get close, they really see each other, and then it's like, it just multiplies. And it's such a gorgeous card. But then I feel like something's going on with you as to why, and these three are over here and these two are over me and over here for me. And I think this is what's going on. Is you're seesawing between practicality and emotion. And I don't think, if I'm very honest, it's going to work out if you keep doing that. So there's something about this, that the offer that you're getting, which you are crazy about, which you think this is amazing, it doesn't come in the form that you think it's supposed to come in or that you've wanted. This is a very sulky card for me. This is about Saggis kind of sulking a little bit this month about the offer of love that you're receiving. Because you're going, yeah, I've had it this way and I've had it that way, but this isn't the way I want it. What I'll say to you is two things. Normally, when something really good comes in for us, it's not the way we think it is. And two, if we have ideals about something and they don't manifest into reality, then that says something to me. As in, your ideals are just that, ideals. It's nice to think that perfection can be obtained. As you know, though, it can't be. So whatever it is that you're kind of not happy about here, or not that you're sad, you're just kind of somber about, I think it's time you had a look at what you actually have as opposed to what you don't want to move forward with. Or like, you've got 4, 4 and equals an 8. Like, that again, that's not a coincidence. If there is an issue with emotions and being practical about whatever this is, rather than just kind of throw yourself into everything else and throwing yourself into your work and throwing whatever, okay, I get it. You might need to create a dialogue and just have a bit of honesty towards what this is. And figure it out with the other person. Because they feel cautious to me, and not because, and I don't feel like it's because they're seeing anyone else or they've done anything else with anyone. I don't mean that. It's just that there is a vibration that's being created now from you, that is making them feel like they can't fully walk forward with you. there's an apprehension. It's like you've changed the game slightly. Now remember, this is for couples as well. This could easily be you guys at the top here, whatever your partner is, whatever gender you are, and then coming back into this reunion of love, which you find along the way. And I also just want to say, if your partner possibly, you have concerns about infidelity, and yeah, you were kind of right on those, weren't you? Yeah, I feel that too. But the crux of everything is here. The crux of everything is what you're actually putting out. This person's picking up on it. And then some days it's just great. It's just lovely. And then you just kind of go, no. And you shut off. You shut down. Leaving, and I guess when you create that sort of energy, is it any wonder that this person's backing off? Because they don't feel they can trust what's there. And once people start to lose even that like temporary trust, they're like, no, I don't think I'm going to do this. No. I'm going to get hurt in this. This person doesn't have my best interest at heart. And that might not be the case, but that is what they will start spiraling into. So really look at things. Like, look at what I keep hearing, like, look at what you have as opposed to what you don't have, or what you don't want to give. I'm hearing, I don't want to give. Why don't you want to give certain parts of yourself to this person? Like, in your entirety, why don't you want to give all of you to this person? Because there's nothing here. There's nothing like... There's nothing bad here. Let's check out your final card. This is the energy throughout the entire June for you, right? That governs all of this. Okay, so some of you may be dealing with an air sign. Some of you may be dealing with a Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Normally this is the Libra card for me. That's who I recognize her in, specifically in this deck. Okay, let me just hone in on this. Right, okay, so what I'm hearing is like there's a fear of cutting the cord. Whatever that means to you, think about it, right? So this person, okay, so it's interesting because you don't really allow them to show up throughout the reading, and that's okay. But then like you put them smack bang in the middle of it. So there is something there. There is like, they do have an influence on you that's quite good, I think. And normally air signs and fire signs are pretty cool together as well. Like, here's the thing, right? They're looking directly at you. They're seeing everything. The thing, no wonder she feels apprehensive. Remember, this can be male energy as well. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Right, girl has been through a few things. This guy, this human, has been through a few things and can smell bullshit from a mile away, and will not hesitate to, as fast as they lifted that cup, to lift the sword and get rid of whatever crap is going on if they feel like they're being threatened. Now, she's not as aggressive here, but I do keep seeing that the sword keeps slowly coming up, which means that she is this person is protecting their heart. Okay, so I keep seeing it going up slowly and slowly because of the energy that you're giving out, because of your pulling back and being in it, and pulling back and being in it, and they're going, I can't trust this. This isn't a scenario I can trust. She's very much a person, I keep saying she, ignore that. They are very much a person in their own power. They very much know themselves, but it's because they've been through a lot of crap that's gotten them to this point of inner wisdom and inner knowledge. And you have put them up as like a royal figure here, so I think they do mean something to you, and I think you do see a lot of good in them. And just a lot of power is what I keep hearing. Just a lot of power. Like, to be able to manifest what they want. But also, like, being lovely, because she's the roses here as well. And very sweet. But at the same time, and this goes for men as well. But at the same time, being able to be like, as much as I am loving and caring, I will cut out all the bullshit so fast you wouldn't even recognize what just happened. And that they take care of the crap that they don't want in their life because they don't want that sort of drama. But don't be put off by this sword. This sword only comes up when this person feels like they really need to use it. And if they're seeing you like this, and if they feel like this, they don't necessarily want to use it. They're just letting other people know that they can't be messed with emotionally because they don't want to be, because they've had that happen before. So it's time to open up a bit more, I think, yeah? And stop throwing yourself into other things to avoid this. Oh, anyway, guys, that was your June love reading. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit intense, it's a bit hardcore, but it's not to say that it can't be rectified, especially with chats, especially with an air sign. So if you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you are experiencing this. Again, doesn't have to be an air sign, just somebody who carries those traits. If you would like a personal reading, do check out my email address is below this video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can with my price list and my services list as well. Other than that, Saggy, have a beautiful June. Get out of your head a bit, get into your feeling body a bit more, and just let things happen naturally, I think, yeah? Let's cut the worry. Have a beautiful June, and I'll see you soon. Bye.